Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a makeup video, a little bit different. This video is going to be me doing a full face of makeup using my favorite products. So let's get to it. So first of all, I start off with a clean face. I use, facial wash, then toner, then moisturizer and a serum, and I let that all sink in and marinate. So that's already been done. And then the next item that I would use is a primer. The primer that I'm using right now is probably the best primer that I've used in a while. I'm usually cheap about these things and I'll just get like e.l.f. or I'll get whatever comes with like a deal I get. But lately I've been using this primer. And this primer is the Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur, and I have it in the smaller size. Yeah, so I think it was like 15 bucks or something, which is really expensive for me for a primer because like I said, I usually use e.l.f. and that's usually like between $3 and $5, but it does a really good job. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. And usually I put a little bit extra on spots where I crease a lot, like my nose, under my eyes, and this part here. Cool, so I really like this product. It is like gel based and it's just smooth and it doesn't leave like a residue or anything, so that's what I'm using. It's not my favorite product, but it's a really good primer that I'm using right now. So on to the next. So the next step, I use my chapstick, always trying to keep my lips hydrated. I just have notoriously dry lips and I can't control it. Doesn't matter how much chapstick I put on, so I'm always just putting it on. The chapstick that I use is Lip Medex by Blistex, and it's in a little pot. You can get it for CVS for like $2, I think. I don't know. I just always keep picking it up. So after I put on my chapstick, which I'll probably do a couple times throughout this, I go ahead and I get started with my foundation. The foundation that I've been using for the last 2 years, I would say, is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is a favorite. Like, this makes the list of my favorite products, and that's because it's just really good. It's a really good match for me. It's like that balance in between really mattifying and also not too like dry looking, and it's really great coverage. It's really full coverage, so if you don't like things that are like completely beat face or whatever, this is not for you. But I use Estee Lauder Double Wear, and the color is 6C1 Rich Cocoa. Now this lovely foundation retails for $42, so this is definitely a higher end foundation. If you are not looking to spend $42 on foundation, I understand, but this is just like what works for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and hurry up and put that on. Go ahead and let that sink in. And that was the Double Wear Estee Lauder 6C1 Rich Cocoa. And my next step is to go ahead and start putting on my concealer. So I use my concealer as a highlight, not so much as correction or anything. Now my very favorite concealer, which I don't have right now, is the ColourPop concealer. My second favorite one, which is the one that I've been using for the past about 6 months, but I decided to try something new, is this NARS Radiant Cream Concealer. And I use the color Chestnut. It's a medium to dark color, and I can swatch it for you guys so you can see. That's what it looks like. But I literally like almost have none left. So I haven't been using it, and I got a new concealer that I like the color of a lot better on me, and I'm going to swatch that for you as well so you can see. There you go. So yeah, this one here is the new one that I've been using, and that's the old one. And they're kind of different undertones in a way. But that new one that I'm using is actually the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I actually really like it. At first I was like, I don't know, I think it's a little bit too yellow for me, but lately it's been doing a really good job. So I'm gonna zoom in for you all so you can see. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer, and it's in the color Mocha. And I can't remember how much this costs. I think it's like $30, 30 something. So again, a pretty expensive concealer, but it has a lot of product in here. It looks like it has 0.50 fluid ounces, 15 ml. So yeah, this is it. What it looks like. Yeah, so that's what I'm using. And I really like this concealer, like I said, because the undertone seems to do a lot better on me. Really good product, but again, as you can see, there's a little bit of a trend. I am a makeup junkie in a way, and I have some bougie products in my collection, so don't judge me. I used to be a drugstore product queen, but now that I can afford better products, I won't say better, better makes it seem like the drugstore products are not good, but now that I can afford products that suit my skin tone a lot better, this is where I'm at. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that sink in while I do my eyebrows and show you what my favorite eyebrow product is. My favorite eyebrow product, hands down, is the Benefit Cosmetics Goof Proof Brow Pencil. So here it is in all of its glory. Let's see if I can zoom in and give you its name. There we are. Yeah. And what I like about it is it has an angled tip. So I don't know if you can see that, which is like the shape of the, you know, an eyebrow, I guess. And then it has a spoolie at the end. So yeah, I really like this. And a lot of other eyebrow pencils for me, they tend to like just move around, and that's what I hate about eyebrow products, if they move around like and like smear off during the day. This, like, it doesn't matter what I put it on, it just goes on and it stays. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quickly. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, I did my brows, I put my concealer around my brows, so that was the Born This Way concealer and the Goof Proof brow pencil. Don't I look pretty bold? Okay, so I let this concealer sink in a little bit. I like it to dry down a little bit so that it has a little bit more effect for the highlight. So I'm going to start with just blending out with my beauty blender. I'm going to blend out this area here. So now that I'm looking a lot more like a normal human being, I'm gonna add some dimension to this face. So my next fave, and see, I might have bougie products, but I do have a fave that is definitely a drugstore product. And this is my Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. It's like my holy grail. And I think it's like $8. So yeah, and oh yeah, I forgot to say, this brow pencil I think is like either 18 or 20 bucks, by the way. But back to the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. It's really great because, as you can see when I showed you, medium to dark, right? A drugstore complexion product that contours for medium to dark gals. You can't believe it, right? Well, guess what? Look at this. Look at it. And just don't mind the dust. I actually use this often, so if you use your makeup often, it's gonna be dusty. It's really great. It's a really great contour. The Sculpt color doesn't actually do anything for me. It's like almost the same complexion of my skin, and the highlight color is pretty good too. So I'm gonna go in with that to contour my cheeks. Then I'm gonna go back in with some more chapstick. Yeah, so can you see the saturation of it? Yeah, so that's my contour product that I use. And I usually just use the contour. Sometimes I'll use the highlight if I'm feeling too lazy to use my loose powder highlight. But this is my favorite for contouring purposes. And it makes me a little bit more dimensional. Even though I have like really nice cheekbones, like I just look kind of flat and chubby if I don't use my contour, so this helps me. I really love this product. You should go get it. And you can find it at CVS, at Target, at Walmart. Yeah, it's all over the place, so go check it out. So once I finish contouring, I am ready to start doing these eyes and do the eyeshadow. So I have a few favorite eyeshadow products. I'm not going to use all of them today, but I just want to show you what I use. What it is that I use. One of my most favorite, and it was like actually one of the first expensive eyeshadow palettes that I ever bought, is this Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. And don't mind the dust. You may have heard the reviews about this product if you know what it is. It is a very dusty product, meaning that it gives a lot of kickback when you put your brush into it, a lot of fallout. But I just really love the colors in this palette. And actually, as I'm looking at it, this palette looks pretty dusty right now. But that's a reflection of how I use it. So these are the colors. And I hope they like read true in this camera. But it's kind of beautiful. Kind of beautiful. Alright, so this Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette retails at about $42, I believe. Yeah, it's kind of expensive, but it is really good. Like, I'm just gonna swatch a couple colors for you guys so you can understand, like, a couple of my favorite colors. This is why I bought this palette, because these colors look really good on my skin tone, and so I have to buy products that are going to read well on my darker skin tone. So yes, one of my very favorite eyeshadow palettes. My second favorite eyeshadow palette is the very most expensive thing that I have ever bought. Not that I've ever bought, but like the most expensive makeup item that I've ever bought. And that is the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I'm sorry, that is the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. And here it is. It's a nice, beautiful gold, thick palette. It's really heavy for a palette too. And this is what it looks like. So this palette retails at, I think it's $129. It's either $119 or $129. She's expensive, but she is so beautiful for darker skin tones. Look at all of that range. I love the gold colors, I love the orange colors. I'll swatch some colors for you all so you can see. So here's a range of the colors from that palette. And yeah, it's pretty beautiful, these down here on darker skin tones. So if you want to break the budget a little bit and try something pretty expensive, you can find this at Sephora. Again, it's either $119 or $129 for the palette. I actually had a somehow I had some type of Sephora gift card which helped it bring it down a little bit for me. But yeah, it's still expensive, but it's a beautiful palette and it's really pigmented and it looks beautiful, and I'm going to use this palette today. But I just want to let you guys know about one more eyeshadow product that will probably make my list of the faves. I just recently got it, so I haven't been able to try it out too much. One day I was like rushing and I was like trying to try it and I kind of looked like a raccoon, so we're gonna hold our reservations for that. But it's just a beautiful palette in general. And this is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. And this is what she looks like. Yeah, so she's really pretty. She has a wide range of colors. I don't know if the blues really work too well on me, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll let you guys know more about that, but it has a lot of transition colors for darker skin tones that I really like. So I'll be using some of those today, but mostly I'll be using this palette. Oh, and this palette retails at $38, which is higher than what the usual price of Morphe's regular palettes are. Morphe's palettes are usually between $18 and $25, so it's a really good place to get affordable palettes. They're in between like drugstore and higher end prices. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow really quick. Like I said, this is not really a tutorial, so just you'll see a speed through of what I'm doing. Okay, so that's the gist of my eye look. As you can see, it's just a simple, I'm not even really smoky eye. I'm not a super expert on like eyeshadow, but I like make it work for, you know, what works for me. So what I'm gonna add on in is a bottom liner and a top liner, and I'm gonna show you guys my favorite liners. Again, I have some more fun drugstore products for you guys, so let me zoom in a little bit so I can show you what I use. So my very favorite eyeliner is this e.l.f. eyeliner. I believe it's just like $2, and a lot of the times I'll just go and like pick up like 5 of them because I love it so much. And I'm actually really good with liquid eyeliner, so I don't need to buy something that's gonna make it easier for me to do it because it's not that hard for me to do it anyway. This color is Midnight, so it's kind of a black, but it's actually a little bit of a blue color, just like a really, really dark blue color that looks black. So that's what I use, but I've also been using this CoverGirl liner lately. It has a felt tip, just so you guys can see. And this is also kind of good, like when I'm like trying to do something really quick and be on the go. So I'm actually gonna use this today, but the e.l.f. is my very favorite. You can pick both of these up at CVS, Dollar General, Target, you know the rundown, Walmart, whatever. But I'm gonna use that one. And then for my under eye liner, I use this NYX eye and eyebrow pencil. I didn't know that that was an eyebrow pencil. Well, good to know. But it's what I use to line underneath, well, yeah, underneath my eye or my eye bottom lid or whatever you want to call it. That's what I use. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. So yeah, that is what my eyeliner looks like when I'm done with it. So I have bottom and top line. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my eyelashes with this Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash. I am not a fan of mascara, period. Like, most of the time I won't do mascara, but I'm just going to do this for you all because this is one of the mascaras that I found that I don't have too much of an issue with. Most mascaras for me, I find that I'm a little bit allergic to or they irritate my eyes no matter what I do. So I found with this Roller Lash that it's not as bad. And I actually didn't buy this. I entered on Instagram one day, just like randomly, I entered in like to win something free. And this came to me, so I won. And I've been using this, and once I run out, I'll probably not really buy anything else or go back to using something cheaper unless I'm in dire need. But this is a good mascara, and it actually does make your eyelashes look longer, which is helpful for me because mine don't look too long, but they're actually quite decent size. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on really quick. So I'm back from down below. And yeah, I just have my mascara on. It doesn't look too different. I can zoom a little bit for you guys to see how it looks. So I usually finish up my eye look by putting a little bit of glitter shadow underneath my eyebrows. So I'm just going to use a gold color. It's a little bit lighter than the gold color I have on currently. And on that highlighting note, I'm going to go ahead and put on my favorite highlighter. So my very favorite highlighter is a highlighter that was released by my very favorite YouTuber. And her name is Jackie Aina. Most of you probably might know who she is. She has tons of followers. She's living her best life, whatever. So yeah, she released this highlighter a couple years ago. It's by Artist Couture, and so I guess it's a collaboration with Artist Couture. But she designed it for women of color who wanted a rose gold highlighter that looked good on them and didn't look ashy or silvery. So this is called Le Bronze. And Le Bronze was, I want to say something around $20, but there's a lot of product in here. And I've had it for almost 2 years now, and I still have a lot of product left. And she is intense. So it's a loose powder, and I don't know if I can get you guys to see. Yeah, it's a loose powder, kind of like what a setting powder would be. And so I just use this brush, and I tap a tiny bit off, like that much, and actually put it in the pan, because that's how intense it is. You want to get as little of your brush as possible. And then I go in and sometimes I go overboard, like today. And so I just take my beauty blender and try to pat some of the excess away. But yeah, she's cute. And she is intense, and she's my favorite highlighter. Like, it looks so good. Jackie also released one called Le Peach, and it's a little bit more gold and lighter and peachy. And I don't have that one yet, but I do intend to buy it soon. So that is my favorite highlighter, if you were wondering. And you can only get this from artistcouture.com. Although there are Artist Couture highlighters that are in Sephora stores now. That one is exclusive to the website. So check that out and support another YouTuber. Although she is doing very well, so. And I was gonna say last but not least, but I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, a couple more things. My favorite blush. My favorite blush is Too Faced Peach My Cheeks. It is a cream to powder blush. So this is what it looks like. And it smells like peaches, which is amazing. You kind of have to use your fingers for this. It doesn't really take off on any brushes very well, so I usually just like rub my fingers and I smile. And yeah, it looks really good on me. It's very more subtle than what you would think it is, but it's a really nice blush. And this is also around $28, so you can find that at Sephora. And let's get to the fun part, lipsticks. I have so many favorite lipsticks or lippies or whatever you want to call it. I love liquid lipsticks. Let me zoom out a little bit so I can show you guys my favorite lipsticks. So NARS has these lipsticks, and they're called Power Matte lipsticks. And this is the color Slow Ride. I know I have so many swatches on my hand right now. I'm gonna swatch it up here. And this is like a peachy nude color. It's really great consistency. It dries down without like making you extra dry. It feels really weightless, like nothing is on. I also really like NYX lingerie, liquid lingerie lippies. These are drugstore lippies. You can find these at CVS, Target, etc. And no particular color, they're just pretty good. But they don't last as long and they don't have as good of an effect as NARS. But I like those two as a great substitute. And last but not least, this is a new product that I just found. I'm from Detroit, and this product is by a local Detroiter who started a business called the Lip Bar. They're vegan lipsticks, and they sell glosses that I have not tried, and maybe I'll find the gloss I like from them because they have really good product. And then they also sell liquid lipsticks, which here's an example of one that I have. It's the only one I have, but I want to try other colors. But every time they have their stuff in stores at Target, so every time I go to Target, they're like all out of the colors that would look good on me. So I'm waiting for you guys to restock so I can try some more stuff. And I'm just gonna swatch this on the other side. This is the color that I wear more often than anything. It is called Savage, a lip guard. Again, it's a vegan lipstick. It's this right here. And it is so pretty. So that's what I'm gonna wear today. A couple of things that I like about this lipstick is the applicator is very flexible and it makes for like a really smooth application process. Also, if I can show a close-up, it has like a pointed tip with a wider end, and that pointer tip is great for like precision, like drawing out the shape of your lip. Also, it dries down matte and it doesn't like crackle or move. That is like the perfect, like it's even better than the formula of these NARS matte ones as well. I think this is probably the best formula of liquid lipstick that I've tried yet, because it just really does not wear off and it doesn't move and it doesn't feel like crunchy or dry. It doesn't like cluster around and if your dry parts of your lip. It's really, really great lipstick. I almost forgot the most important part. The most important part is the setting spray. It just like brings that glow back to the whole situation. I use this Mario Badescu facial spray. It has aloe, herbs, and rose water in it. This one is the 4 ounce. It costs $7 at Ulta. And there's a 2 ounce that costs $5. You can get it from Ulta, like I said. You can also get it from Nordstrom Rack, but only the 2 ounces there, and they're $5 as well. So here is my final look of my full face of makeup using my very favorite makeup products, all of my favorites. So I'm going to list all the items that I used today down below in the description and where you can purchase them if you are interested. Obviously I'm not sponsored by anyone or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. I just want to hook y'all up. So this is what I look like. And I'll show you a full look of my outfit in a second as well, because I'm actually about to go to work soon. We have a performance, and so I'm getting ready for that in combination with making this video. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this different dimension of me, or whatever you want to call that, and just seeing what I use when I do my makeup. So thanks for watching.